All right, guys, I am beyond excited for today's topic. If you have been starting to think about how you're going to be able to integrate AI into the front end of your business, meaning tools or features on your e-commerce site that you might be able to use to attract and engage your users better, that is what we're going to be talking about today. In fact, this tool can not only be used in the front end, but also in the back end of your business for your own team. You're likely, maybe, already familiar with Zapier. Well, they are coming out with some very exciting new tools. They are already in beta, which means we are able to access and use them. So the tool we're going to talk about today is called Interfaces. It allows you to build forms, web pages, apps, bots into Zapier and integrate them into the various platforms and softwares that you're already using in your business. So in this video, I'm specifically going to show you how to create a chatbot to use on your website for a variety of use cases. Here inside of Zapier, we're going to navigate to interfaces. And the tool that I created, I am calling the Party Theme Genie. So my website is ellysparty.com. We sell balloon garland kits and balloon-related party supplies. So with the help of ChatGPT, I spent quite a while just brainstorming and dreaming of different tools that we could eventually implement into our website to, again, just create a more engaging experience and to help customers make decisions that can eventually lead them to want to purchase our products. So the first that I came up with is creating a chatbot that helps people decide on what party theme to choose. The reason we came up with this idea is because one of the most popular blog posts on our website is related to choosing a birthday party theme. And we know that kind of the first step of the party planning process is picking a theme. So this is going to help speed up, hopefully, the customer experience of deciding what theme to go with so that then they can start looking at products that are relevant to that idea. Okay, now when you're going through this, I want you to think about how you could apply what we're creating to your own business. Like, what are the steps of the process that a customer goes through from the idea stage to actually purchasing your products? And how could you infuse potentially an AI bot to help them speed up that decision-making process? And not just that, but also make their experience really cool. And we plan on using this as a feature to promote in our marketing because I believe we should be the first in the industry to implement something like this. So not only is it going to be really cool and helpful for your website, but since we are so early with the integration of AI into businesses, you will have a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a head start if you put this into action sooner than later. Okay, with that, let's dig in. So they made this so easy. You do not have to know any code. You do not have to be a tech expert by any means to create this. So I think the best way to go about this is to demonstrate what this tool does first and then show you the back end of how I set this up. So basically, I created a prompt in ChatGPT to give you a quick overview of how this works in the back end. This interface is connected with ChatGPT. So it's creating this bot interface, which we didn't have to code or design at all. This is just built right into Zapier. And we're connecting it to ChatGPT, and it's going to return answers directly into the bot. So this is what it looks like on the front end. Now all I need to do is integrate this or embed this somehow into my website. So here's how this works. Let me help you choose the perfect theme for your event. So first, the user is going to type in the type of event they're doing, baby shower. And I have it set to ask them a series of questions one at a time. because I don't want to overwhelm them and I want to take them through this process. Let's say we want to use blues for colors. What season will it be in? Let's say it's summer and it's a boy. And then it's asking them if the mom has any interests, hobbies, anything else we want to add in. The mom wants a mimosa bar. And now it is generating 5 theme ideas for the user to pick from based on the input that we just gave it. So check this out. Okay, baby boy blue bash. It's telling them color palette ideas, ways that they can decorate. And I also told it through my prompt to tie in a balloon garland into each theme, because at the end of the day, we sell balloon garlands, right? Elephant extravaganza, twinkle twinkle little star. These are really fun ideas. They threw in some ideas that are great for the summertime. So, I mean, it's just so freaking cool, right? And eventually, soon, Zapier is adding a data integration so you can connect your own data sources into this chatbot, which means it will be able to learn about specifically your product information, your website information, whatever source of data you give it about your products and your business, it will know. It's all happening so fast. I know. It's so very exciting. Okay, so that's what it does. And here's how we set this up. So let's create a new one from scratch so I can show you. Here's the options when you're getting started in here. You can create a form. This would be like a lead form. You can create tables. You can create, this is like a little Trello board. Here is what we're looking at. We're looking at chatbot. So you're going to say, yes, it's experimental, okay. And it just plops the chatbot right onto the page. This is where you can name your little guy. So I had called it Party Genie or something. The greeting, static. So here you can create a static greeting. So this just means it'll be the same for every user. So that's what I want to use today, because I want to make it clear as to what this is for and the questions that it's going to ask. So you can see here that we just put a description. Let me help you choose the perfect theme so they know what this is for. And then here in the placeholder, that's where they're going to type their response. You will want to put your first question. So the next area on here is the directive. This is your prompt. So this is where you need to do some experimentation. I went back and forth with this on the front end probably 10 or so times to get it to spit out answers that were like perfected for the way I had in mind. So I think the biggest part of this project is just creating a prompt that allows ChatGPT to give you what you want it to give you. So I told it how to think like an event planner. I told it to ask the customers a series of questions one at a time. I came up with a list of questions that I wanted it to ask the customer. And then I told it specifically how I want the answers formatted, with emojis, with titles, etc. If you want more info on crafting the right prompt for your idea, just let me know in the comments, because I think that's going to be something that we can explain further in the future. But for today, I just want to show you the setup of how this actually works. You can choose the model. Right now, 3.5 is available, and if you want to upgrade your plan to Interfaces Premium, you can access 4.0 if you wanted to. For my purposes here, I find 3.5 is doing a good enough job, so I'm not going to worry about that. You can then select the level of creativity for the responses. That's just like the temperature, they call it. You can play around with that. And that's about it. That's all. That's literally all you have to do. So here in the settings, this is where you can add your page URL. if you upgrade again to the 20 a month plan, you can use your own domain. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out. I actually just messaged into their chat to find out how we can actually embed this directly into the site. Because as of right now, you have to use this link, it's like a standalone page. So ideally, we want to embed this into our site in places where it makes sense. Like, for example, that blog post I have about how to choose a party theme, this would be a perfect tool to integrate into that post or to have pop up while they're reading the post. Just so many exciting ways to use these things. So that really is it. You hit save changes. Whenever you do make a change to your directive or your prompt, it'll just automatically refresh here on the front end and it will pull in the new data. So to get started with this tool, you need to, one, come up with an idea for a bot that you want on your site that you think will be useful to your potential clients, your potential customers. Go into Zapier, sign up for the Interfaces beta program, and just pull this bot in, copy and paste your directive. It really couldn't be more straightforward. So if you have any questions on how this works, if anything I explained was confusing, please let me know. If you found this helpful, please like this video because I definitely will be integrating a lot of these tools into my e-commerce business here at Ellie's Party. So I will show you the results of these new AI tools to see once we get customer feedback and once we see any conversion rate changes, I will be sure to report them. One other thing that I will be doing with this is asking for the person's email address. So another cool thing that Zapier does and what it was made for is it connects to other softwares. So my goal here is to have it take the email addresses from people who want to get the results, in this case, the party theme ideas, and then we can use those to further market to these people, knowing what themes they're searching for. So I would love to hear any ideas you have for implementing this in your site. Be sure to subscribe to hear more about how we're using these tools, and we'll talk to you in the next one.